Assalamu alaikum, boys and girls. So this lesson today is just a quick little review of the things that we covered yesterday, and we're going to briefly touch on some of the concepts that we've already been covering in this lesson, and then I'm going to have a quick little challenge for you guys at the end. Okay? All right. So a quadrilateral, as we all know, is a shape that's made up of four lines. Okay? Any four lines put together as a shape, as long as it's closed, is a quadrilateral. Okay, we all know that quadrilaterals often have lines that are congruent. So some of the sides are going to be congruent, and congruent means they are the same length. They are of equal length. Okay, so a rectangle has two sets of congruent sides. A trapezoid has two sides that are congruent, but it's only one set of congruent sides. Okay, all right. A parallelogram, which is my favorite name. A parallelogram is a shape that has two sets of congruent sides. Okay, the sides are parallel to each other, but there are no perpendicular sides. Okay, so they're always at a kind of a funky angle. Think of it as a rectangle or a square that's been squashed. Okay, a rectangle has two sets of congruent sides, two sets of parallel sides, and the sides meet at a 90-degree angle in the corners. Okay, so that makes them perpendicular. A square is very similar to a rectangle, however, all of the sides are congruent. All of the sides are equal in length. A rhombus, similar to a square, similar to a parallelogram. It can be a square that's on its side. It can be like a parallelogram that has all congruent sides. The key with the rhombus is that all the sides are the same length, so all of the sides are congruent. A trapezoid has two congruent sides and then two sides that are parallel. Okay, and so it kind of looks like a rectangle that is on the floor, and you're looking at it from an angle. And if you want to see what a trapezoid looks like, if you have a rug at home, a small carpet, step to the side, walk away from it, and have a look at it, and it'll kind of look like a trapezoid to you. Okay. All right, and we remember that these two-dimensional shapes, these quadrilaterals, can be used to make 3D shapes. Okay, so in this case, it's a cube, and a cube is made of 6 sides that are squares. This is a cuboid or a rectangular prism, and it's made of 2 square sides and 4 rectangular sides. Okay, and remember that it has 6 faces, 12 edges, and 8 vertices. Also, the cube has 6 faces, 12 edges, and 8 vertices. Okay, and then over here we have a shape that's created with trapezoids. It has one square shape, two square shapes, so one small one at the top and one big one at the bottom, the base, and then it has 4 trapezoid sides. Okay, all right, now I touched on this a little bit in the lecture, and I hope you guys will understand it. Some objects, they can be different quadrilaterals, um, but they can fit into more than one category. So for example, we have over here A, B, C, and D. I want you to tell me if there are any of these 4 shapes that fit into more than one category. So is there a shape that fits into rhombus and another type of quadrilateral, right? So what shapes here are rhombuses or rhombi? Which shapes here are parallelograms? Which shapes here are trapezoids? And which shapes here are squares and rectangles? Okay, and I will give you the answer to this challenge tomorrow. Today, you guys have Khan Academy work to do, so get to it. Thank you.